It's been nearly a year since we started the Comedy Hype News Show, where we've talked about the latest in comedy news and culture. We've had a lot of great moments throughout our time together, but today marks a very special episode as one of our very own Comedy Hype analysts will be moving on from the show, which is the very special Miss Rita Brent. I'm gonna give you some love.
Thank you.
I said I will not cry this episode, but how are you feeling about this next chapter?
I'm excited. It came pretty fast, and I will say this. One of the producers for the new show that I'm on actually saw me on Comedy Hype.
Wow.
And they use that as a reference to consider me for the job.
Wow.
So that in and of itself is like, yo, Comedy Hype definitely propelled and elevated me to this next level. So I'm excited about this new journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember your very first episode on the Comedy Hype News Show?
Yeah, I remember. I think my mom was here. She was helping me with my wardrobe. I had a full face of makeup. And as we can see, I didn't keep that up.
It switched.
Yeah, and you and I, we met at the door together, and I didn't know who you were, and then you got in here, you're like, I'm the host. I'm like, oh, I'm the analyst.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember that first time. I was like real focused on the wardrobe and all of that, and like, yeah, like
gotta get it.
And then after that, I started drawing my own eyebrows on. I just
kind of
couldn't sustain.
Well, I figured we would take a quick glance back at your very first episode. Rita, what are your thoughts?
Like, I can't answer that right now because Dave Chappelle is not finished. You know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle, I think, is 3 for 3 with Grammys right now. He's had 3 nominations. He's won 3 times. They each have classic specials. But I think Dave Chappelle is the Richard Pryor of this generation, like Pierre said. But they both were doing some risky things. Like, Pryor was telling jokes at a time during Jim Crow when you could still get lynched, and he was on stage talking about racial issues. Chappelle is talking about things in a time where you can get lynched, in a sense, metaphorically speaking, because you get canceled, because the transgender community don't like Dave Chappelle. Chappelle goes after them, you know what I'm saying? And so that is a risk for him. So he's taking risk, just like Richard Pryor took risks. But I don't think Chappelle is done yet. But just like with LeBron and Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying? If you ask somebody who saw Michael Jordan play, of course they're going to say he's better than LeBron. But if you ask a 10-year-old, who do you think is better? They're going to be like, who is Michael Jordan? They might be. I mean,
now looking back, what are your thoughts, that being your first time on the Comedy Hype News Show?
I said, you know what I'm saying, way too much. You know what I'm saying? And I also had my mom's bracelet on. Like, I could tell she dressed me. But no, it was a good first show, a good introduction to some great conversations. I had to get prepared, make sure that whatever I say, I meant what I said, because it was going to be out there and I was going to have to be held accountable for what I was saying. So it was a great introduction.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Pierre, looking back at Rita and just going from then to now, what are some of your favorite moments, Rita? What are your thoughts right now?
Well, I'm very proud. I'm not going to say nowhere near that I discovered her, but I remember seeing her with Ricky Smiley years ago in a club in Nashville, and I just was like, man, she's funny, she's clever. And I told her, we spoke for a little bit. And as soon as John came up with the idea of this show, and he said, Pierre, who'd you want? And we need a moderator. She was the first person I thought of. I don't know why. I said, just get me find Rita Brent. And unfortunately, just because she didn't live so close to Atlanta, that we luckily got you, and she became more of an analyst. But I didn't know her well. I just took it from what I saw her on stage. But I knew she had it. There was something about her. It was it. And I've enjoyed, getting, on the panel with her. Obviously, made her think differently at times. But it's a love. I don't even a hate relationship. It's just a love-respect relationship. Sometimes we don't agree with everything, that we have. But I love her to death. I'm so happy for her, and she is moving up and to another level. So I'm happy for her. I'm proud of her. So I'm glad she's sure. I'm glad what I saw in her, someone else sees in her also, and continues to see in her.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Pierre, for lifting the sister up, because you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to recommend me, so I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you.
Now, Capone, I see you channeled your inner Rita with your hat on. What are your thoughts and what are you feeling?
Well, my greatest moments with Rita was off camera. I was taken away and blown away by her intellect. She's probably one of the smartest, and I'm not just saying this because she's here, probably one of the smartest people that I've ever met in my life. Everything that she says, she really, really thinks about before she says it. She's about her business. She's proud of a sexual preference, and she holds back for nothing. And when you have that kind of ingredients, there's nothing in the world that can stop you. There's a lot of older comedians that can learn from her because her hunger is a different kind of hunger. And for us to sit back, and the reason I wore the hat out of respect for her, because I guarantee you the hat line that she comes out with is going to be crazy. And it's just, sitting next to her, feeling vibration and all of the energy that she offers. She's just an incredible woman. And I'm sad that you're going. I really am. But I'm happy for you.
Oh, thank you, Capone. I had literally written that down, that my favorite moments with you were off camera. Like hearing you tell your stories of just being an OG in the game and dropping knowledge on me. That has been so special, and I know that we'll be working together some more. And I'm gonna call you when I get ready to start my hat line so you can distribute that.
No, and I definitely have to agree, Rita. I'm not gonna look at you, so don't look over me because I'm not looking at you. I think for me also, it's definitely off camera, but not even in a sense of just like, yes, your intellect, and I love it, but you're the first Black woman I can say in this industry that has like taken me under their wing without me even asking. Like I've never had a Black woman, and it's tough because sometimes just the industry that we're in, it can be competition, whatever it is, but from the first moment that I met you, you're just like, hey, let me show you this. Let me show you that. You welcome me into your home to eat dinner with you and your wife. Like, and it's hard to find those genuine relationships. And I can honestly say you were more than just an analyst on the Comedy Hype News Show. I'm not looking at you. You're more than just an analyst on the Comedy Hype News Show. You're my friend, and you are my friend. Yeah. And I really look to you as a mentor because you taught me so much in such a small amount of time, over a year. I've become a better person, become a better moderator in this position, and to do better outside of this. So I thank you for just being who you are and so loving. And every time you walk through the door, it's like, Rita's here. Like, you feel your energy. Even you sitting here, I feel your energy. So I just appreciate you, and I love you, and I'm so glad that I was able to have this opportunity to work with you. So this
is just the beginning, sis. It's just the beginning. And like you said, we're not competitors. When you win, I win. You're a beautiful Black woman. Why would I not pour into you just like others have poured into me? So you never have to worry about Rita, trying to outshine me, or Rita is insecure. No, like, you empower me. I'm trying to get some of them dances and them poses you be doing on Instagram. I'm like, damn, Symphony, killing it. You know what I'm saying? So, I firmly believe in uplifting each other. Just like you said, protect Black culture, protecting the Black woman. You are my sister, and I'm always going to support you. Always.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Whew, I don't know, y'all not in the studio, but I'm hot and sweating. So before I get to crying, we're going to take a look at our latest episode with Rita Brent. I know this is the last one, but the one right before. Let's take a look.
Same punchline, same setup, but I didn't steal it. I was like, fine, you can have it. I'll just write some more jokes. But when I was accused, the young lady went to social media and she had my number. And that was crazy to me. I'm like, well, we could have talked about this, and I could have told her, I wrote this joke before I ever met you, and I have proof because I sent it to my email, Right. So that's how I protect myself. It's like a poor man's copyright. But as for me, I would not have taken it to social media just because I'm not in the business of burning bridges. But she has a right.
Now, looking at your first episode to your last episode, do you see some growth there? Do you see like a difference between the two?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A lot more comfort. And I had to figure out, well, what kind of role do I want to be on the show? And I took the role of a voice of reason or a social consciousness. And so once I just stepped into that, then it just became easy. Like I already kind of know what direction I'm going to go in.
Yeah.
And also, I had to figure out I can't be burning bridges, because I am still growing in this industry, and so I didn't want to say anything that could come back to bite me. So just being responsible with my words. Right. That's what being on this platform has taught me.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of people in our comments, our community, what we call them, our family, they're active. So they're always, I'm pretty sure they've seen that growth as well. But before we let you leave out, is there any last words you want to say to the people? Because, now is now.
Yeah, just thank you so much to the Comedy Hype family for bringing me in with so much warmth, from John, who's the head of this ship, to all of the cameramen and women, to all the writers. Of course, to all my analysts and the host, beautiful host moderator, Symphony, just thank you for being welcoming. Thank you for creating a platform for Black culture to thrive. And this is not the end. This is the beginning of something new. So I am just excited to continue working with Comedy Hype and to continue building these beautiful relationships and making sure that we always come with the facts. Okay? No matter what, we got to come with the facts and uplift Black culture. So I'm blessed and honored to have even been on this platform. But this is not the end. This is the beginning. That streaming platform is coming. And I'm gonna put it out there. John need to give me a special. How about that?
Say that.
How about that?
Now, before we go out, Pierre and Capone, I know y'all know this song that we're gonna go out to. It's one of my favorites from Rita. Capone, you and I have danced in the studio with it, and we're gonna play it right now. Go ahead, and we're gonna hit it before we go. And then as we go out, Rita, I want you to do the sign off for today.
I'm your girl, Rita Brent. This has been the Comedy Hype News Show. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all next time.
Like a pothole, but don't